Welcome to Emotionally Evicted. We're your hosts, Mandy and Tami, sisters, survivors, and women who are reclaiming our lives one unapologetic story at a time. We're not therapists, just two women who've been through it, healed it, and aren't afraid to talk about it. This show is our eviction notice to chaos, codependency, and generational dysfunction, and your permission slip to reclaim peace, power, and your damn self.
This podcast is brought to you by Illumina Ops Solutions. We specialize in streamlining your systems, scaling your business, and getting you the hell out of the weeds. Because growth shouldn't feel this hard, and we've got the solutions you never saw coming. Visit illuminaops.com to start reclaiming your brilliance.
Hello, welcome back to Emotionally Evicted, a She Reclaims podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about something that so many women, successful women, deal with, and that's settling for men based on their potential.
Yes. And I want to point out that I think this is a unique problem, especially for successful women who grew up in like broken homes or had the drug, alcoholic, addictive parents and grew up in that environment and then pulled yourself out of that. And now you're just like boss bitch doing your thing. I feel like probably a lot of successful women struggle with dating men and seeing their potential and not actually what they are because we, grew up in these crazy households and had to fight for everything we got, like tooth and nail, dug ourselves out of the hole and got ourselves to where we are. So we know, like, it's possible. Like, you can do it. We've built these incredible lives. So we see these men who are like, oh yeah, I have this dream and that dream and blah, blah, blah. We're like, yeah. Oh, yeah. And, there's no action behind it at all. They're just talking shit, basically, is how I like to refer to it. So I feel like a lot of women who can, what's the word I want to use? Identify with us.
Relate?
Like totally get that because not only did we do it for ourselves and we know it's possible, like we want to be those cheerleaders for others to do the same.
Yes.
And it's really hard because I feel like these men are like radar detectors and they see that in us. Like it's gotta be something. Like, I don't know, like maybe I have some invisible sign on my fucking forehead that I wish I could erase. That's like, please date me because I will make you the best version of yourself.
Right.
And yeah, I want that. Like, I want that for somebody, but I also want that in return. Like, I want someone to like, we push each other.
Yes.
But history has revealed that is not the case. And I think a lot of women can totally be like, yeah, I've had the same thing. Like, these men have all these great dreams that they, goals that they want to reach. And, we push them and we're like, yeah, do it. And yeah, their potential.
Yeah, we've worked hard, many of us from nothing to create the lives we have today. And sometimes, because we know what it takes to grow, we do. We see the potential in others. A lot of times we see the potentials in others and we believe they'll rise too. We believe it. We become their big cheerleader. But here's the truth. Potential is not the same as action.
100%.
Like,
Yeah.
Need to tattoo that on myself. Potential is not the same as action, and we need to remember that.
Yeah, you cannot yes, you can, like, encourage people, but I think I struggle with where do you draw the line at being the builder, motivational coach? Because, yeah, I'm not Bob the Builder, and I can't fix that motherfucker because he is who he is, and I have come to realize, like, I just need to see people where they are in life, not just men and whoever I'm dating,
Right.
fucking
People.
everybody. I need to see people where they are in life, who they are, and their actions, not their words that are coming out of their face, the actions that they're putting out there. Um,
Yeah. Yes.
yeah, this is an area I like really struggle in, and I recognize that because I want the best for everybody. I want everybody to be like the best version of themselves and be so amazing. And I want to be
Yeah.
that cheerleader in the corner and be like, yeah, get that, like do your damn thing. But it's like, sorry, my allergies are killing me. Missouri's allergies are like a whole nother level right now. Um, but you got to recognize that there are soul sucking individuals out there who see
Yes.
that in you and just want to take.
Yeah.
They don't want to feed back into you. They just want to take everything you will give to them and not pour back into you for you to be the best version of yourself.
Right.
So, I don't know. What do you think? Like, where do you stop? Like, I don't know. I
Well,
don't know.
if you think about it, so um, dating for potential, or like not even just, it doesn't even have to just be dating. I think it's just natural for us to talk about that. But
Yeah.
um, trying to be friends with somebody, or just have any sort of relationship with somebody on any level. Um, Potential feels inspiring. It feels inspiring because we've lived it. We've lived it ourselves. And it is inspiring for us. And we're always striving to be better. And like you said, we want that for other people. And unfortunately though, we end up, dating or trying to be with or have a friendship with a future version of somebody
Mhm.
that doesn't exist yet. It exists in our brains, but
Yeah.
that's it. That's as far as it goes. And I think it's really important to for us to just pause for a moment and say, is this who this person is showing me and telling me that they are right now? Or am I just making this up in my head because I know how great they can be? And I'm not saying that we can't pour into others or be excited for others or, want great things for others. I just think with us being who we are based on how we were raised and the experiences that we had, and then, who we've become today, it's very easy for us to just dive in head first, no stops to just really think about things. And we just start pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring. Meanwhile, this person, I mean, you know, we're sitting there thinking, if they just applied themselves a little bit more, they'd be so amazing. Oh my God. And then we think, well, let me just help them apply themselves a little bit more. And, we're grinding, building, doing all these things. And meanwhile, this person's just like, well, I mean, I said I could do those things, but I don't really want to.
Yeah. They just become a project, not a partner,
Yes. Yeah.
or a project and not a friend. Because
Right.
I have a friend who comes to mind who complains about her life situation all the time,
Mhm.
but puts no action behind it.
Right. So we're
And
just the motivator, the coach.
and I'm constantly like encouraging and motivating and like, oh, you could do this and you could do that, and I've been that friend who, people are stuck in like a situation in their life and like for example they want a better job and I'm like, oh, I can help you write a resume, like I'm good at that, I got you. That shit don't go nowhere. It stays saved on their PC as a file and nothing. They
Yeah.
don't do anything with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I recently have really had to just look at people and like, you know, you just want to complain, or you
Mhm.
just
Mission
want
company.
to talk shit about all the great things you think you want to do, but you're not going to put any action behind it.
Right.
And that needs to be the proof that I need to start looking for before I'm like giving to people. Not that I, can't be encouraging, like you said,
Right.
but where I start
Giving them
trying to turn,
1,000%.
yeah, I need to see like what kind of investment are you going to make into yourself. And I just had a light bulb moment. Maybe I need to start looking at these relationships as businesses,
Mm. Oh, yeah.
because we're very business minded, and that's
Yeah.
kind of like the overarching drive for everything is like to be successful in everything. Maybe starting to look at these relationships as businesses, like, what are you going to invest into this? And are
Yeah.
you going to invest equally? And if not, we're not going to have this business partnership.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is the big thing. I mean, is somebody are they going to pour back into you? Are they gonna coach and mentor and motivate you the same way that you do them?
Mhm.
And unfortunately, and I think we've talked about this before, the hard thing that we've had to face is that not everybody has the same kind heart. Not everybody has the same thoughts as we do.
Yeah,
Some
100%.
people are perfectly fine staying stuck where they are, living their miserable life, and all they want to do is complain. And that is so difficult for me to comprehend because I'm just like, why?
Mhm.
Why? I mean, because it makes me think of us. We could have easily said, we're just gonna end up like our parents.
That is true.
And we chose not to. And we continue to choose every single day not to.
This is true.
And it just blows my mind that people are just like, it's whatever, man.
I mean, not everybody can be the CEO.
That's true. You
Like,
gotta have some numbers.
yeah, I've said that before, which I had to have full respect for all career paths. Like, I want to put that out there before anybody comes for me. But I mean, we need the trash people to make the world go round. Let's be real. Like, I don't want that shit
Right,
sitting in my garage.
right,
But, you know, it is true. Not everybody can have the drive to be the CEO, or else everybody would be the fucking CEO. We wouldn't have people to clean the bathrooms and do all the things. So, not that that's not okay, but that also means like not everybody's going to have the same drive like we do. And yeah, like you said, that's hard to take a step back and like just accept.
right, right.
Just be like okay, you're good with that. And not that I don't think it's not that I have a problem with that at all, like people being where they're at. I
I think it comes down to when they complain.
Yeah, yeah, that I was trying in my head, like, figure out, like, what is it that makes me keep wanting to pour into them?
Because I do have people in my circle who are content, but they don't also complain.
That is true.
And we're like, we get along fine. It's the complainers, the whiners. It's like, well, then do something.
Right.
And that like triggers our
Project manager, "Here's the plan, here's the deadline, let's do this shit."
right. I got a 4-step plan for you. It's already like ready to go. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's it. Like, the complainers. My trigger, I think, is also, like, the ones who feed in, like, I don't know, it's like I said, they see I got writing on my forehead. If people see it, please tell me what it says because I would like to get rid of it. Where they, like, start, "Oh, yeah, I wanna do this, and I wanna do that," and I'm like, "Ooh, I wanna be a part of that, like, I wanna help you be successful," and they just, like,
Right.
keep feeding into it, and yeah, like, really need to start taking a step back and be like, "What are
Right.
you doing to make this?"
right. Well, and this just occurred to me. We are people pleasers. I would like to call myself a recovering people pleaser. I think we should consider ourselves recovering people pleasers because we are truly
Aware.
working
Yes.
on we are aware we are working on this. It is incredibly difficult, but I think maybe people pleasing plays a part of it. That was a lot of P's at one time. People pleasing playing a part of it. I mean, if you think about it, because we love when people love us. We
That's
love to have people like us. And if I feel like you love me even more because I'm trying to help you on this fictional journey that you're on, that just feeds my people pleaser. And it's so
true.
hard for me to stand up and draw the boundary of no once I've started because I don't want to be the bad guy. I don't want to break their spirit. I don't want to hurt their dreams, even though they're not doing a fucking thing.
Mhm.
And what Taylor Swift said it on that podcast. Like, you have to think of your energy as a luxury item, and not everybody can afford it.
This is true.
Come for me, Taylor. I could have messed that up. That's how I remember it. The clips that I saw. So
That's
sorry. That's what we're rolling with. And so, I mean, we have to recognize that we've built ourselves. We have done all of this hard work, and you got to get on my level. Like,
Mhm.
I should stop climbing back down
To bring
and
people up.
to bring people up. Like, you gotta help yourself. Like, I'll reach a hand down and help you up, but I gotta quit climbing down to level 3 from level 103.
Damn,
Just came to me.
I love this. Yes, it is so much easier to push people up than to pull their asses up because
Yeah.
usually they're resisting anyways with all
Right.
their complaining.
Right.
This is
Yeah.
true, and I liked how you framed it, like, we have invested so much into ourselves, like, in all the ways. We are, like, these luxury items, as you put it, and need to hold ourselves to that standard.
Right. I'm gonna be
And
that paperclip that's like $5,000.
part of this, that's
Yes. I forget, but I'm pretty certain it's something, like, ridiculous like that. Like,
yeah.
fucking thumbtack or something, and it's like an outrageous amount from Tiffany's. And I should just think of myself as that. Just an ordinary item, but boy, am I pricey.
Right? Yeah, I mean, I love that. I know, like, I am bad about it's not that I don't have confidence, that's not it. Like, I know I'm beautiful, I know I'm funny, I know I'm intelligent. I know all these things about me because I know, like, our father has made comments, like, about me not having confidence, and that's not it. I know I'm amazing. I
We
think
got
I'm
this shit
really
on lock.
yeah. I think I'm really bad about humbling myself too much for other people, which plays into the people pleaser.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then because I want people to connect with me and identify with me, which is
Mhm.
nothing wrong with that. I can still do that, but I still need to hold myself to that standard of like, I've done all this work on myself. Now I'm continuing to work on myself and move to the next level. I don't need to be drugged back down by some
Yeah.
idiot or person, whatever, who is just a bag of rocks that doesn't wanna
Right.
unload their shit to move up.
Right. We can't keep dimming our light or lowering our standards just because we see potential.
Mhm. Yeah.
Insert Russell Hartley rich laugh.
I love it. I love Russell Hartley. He is like, not only is the man fine, but he speaks some truth. Like, I feel so called out every time I watch his shit. I'm like,
Yes.
yes. So, yeah, because potential don't pay the bills. I mean, I hate to be like that, but life be life
Right.
and life requires money to
Right. I
do
mean, the electric company does not care that this podcast is going to be great and we're going to end up with a $300 million Amazon deal like the New Heights podcast.
fuck yeah.
They do not care. They want their money right now.
Yeah, 100%. And that's how we need to start looking at ourselves like pay to play. Like if you want to be a part of this, you need to show up, put some effort in.
Right. The,
We're there to cheerlead, but yeah,
there's no preaching.
yeah, I've been really in this mindset of like anytime I feel like I am pouring into somebody too much or whatever, like I pull back and I'm putting it more into myself.
Ooh, that's
Like
good.
and starting to do more like my thing is like more self-care kind of stuff. Like spa days and
Mm.
all those fun things really kind of help lift me,
Elevate. Yeah.
elevate
Yeah.
myself.
And I guess
But
we should be clear. We're not saying that you need to be a bitch and write a bunch of people off. We're not saying that you can't like talk to whoever or that you need to just be like this bitch. But
that's
just
the only
like
way we can describe it, yeah.
to put it bluntly. Uh I think we're just trying to say like be more aware of who gets your energy. Where is your energy going and why are you investing in certain people? Really look at it. Why are you investing in that person? And how is it benefiting you?
Yeah.
So,
You
which I
really
know
like, that is, like, a hard thing for people pleasers, I think, to really hear and accept, like, how does someone benefit you being in your life?
oh, listen, y'all, I'm gonna tell you right now, saying it, my body went, girl, did we just say that out loud? Like, is that the vibe that we're going with? Yes, that's the vibe. I just have to tell myself that. I'm telling myself that out loud. That is the vibe. That is what we're going with because I can't pour all of me out and not get anything in return. And that is not selfish.
Yeah.
That's not selfish.
No, it's not. And it's not your fault that you feel like that. I think it's just, how a lot of us were raised and situations we've been in.
And many other topics for other podcasts that we will cover one day because we definitely have a lot to talk about in that regard.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, you're 100% right. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So, as hard as it is to accept, you cannot have people in your life who are soul sucking monsters who just take from you. You have to have people in your life who are pouring love and care and inspiration back into you. You can't be
Right.
the one constantly pouring out, being the coach, being the cheerleader. And that's perfectly, you know, like Mandy said, you don't got to be a bitch, even though I do aspire to be more like that because I feel like,
And you don't have to cut those people off if they're just these soul sucking leeches. You don't have to cut them off completely. You just need to just
set some
take
boundaries.
set some boundaries, take some step backs, let them come to you. That's what
Mhm.
it is. Let them come to you. You don't have to leave your post.
Yeah.
We're on level 1000. Let them come to level 1000.
Yeah. And they'll be a better person for it.
Yeah,
Look at it that way. Like, if you're forcing people to come meet you at your level, like, what's wrong with that? They'll just be a better person versus
yeah,
you dropping down to their level. That's doing nobody any good. They're still same place they
right.
are, and now you're downgraded. Damn.
Exactly.
Just love it.
Sparkle, sparkle, as that one lady says.
Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I thought she said
Love
sparkle,
the
sparkle.
sprinkle, sprinkle lady too. Like, yes, yes. Some truth
No.
bombs for sure. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I think the gist of everything is just because you came from the bottom, now you're at the top. Pretty sure that's like some rap lyrics. Came from the
yeah,
bottom, now I'm at the top. Anyways, um, and you've, built yourself does not mean you have to coach everybody and bring yourself down to get them
right.
on your level. Just, yeah, you've done amazing things. And yes, I think that's what we need to recognize is yes, everybody has the potential to be at the top.
I can be
Everybody has it
master.
in them to be able to do that.
Yeah,
It's the actions and what they're investing into themselves and into your relationship with you is what you need to be paying attention to. And I'm talking to myself as I'm saying this. Um,
well, I mean, think this occurred to me. So, if we think about our own journeys, there wasn't somebody pushing us from behind saying, you need to do this, you need to do this. It was ourselves
true.
telling ourselves, we need to do this because we want to do this, because we want to be better people and our own cheerleaders, which I think is pretty much ourselves or each other.
Mhm,
Um, but if we had other people, they would have been people that were on the same or similar journey, kind of walking with us or feeding into us from their level. But
mhm,
nobody was dragging us along or forcing us to because we wanted to.
yeah. And we were not okay, this just came to me too, like, we were not looking to the people who were in the same situation as us as inspiration to do better.
Right.
I guess that's kinda like you said, stay at your post, stay at your level, be
Yeah.
that light, that beam
Yes.
of light for people to gravitate towards and aspire to be. That's how we will be coaching and inspiring going forward
Yes, that is true. Yes.
instead of pouring all of our knowledge and resources unless we see action behind it is kind of
Yeah. You gotta be taking some sort of action, gotta have some sort of discipline. You have to want it. If
hmm
the other person want it, like I said earlier, I could be an astronaut if I wanted to. I literally believe I can do anything and everything in this world that I want to do.
hmm
I could be an astronaut. I don't want to be an astronaut. I think it would be cool, but it requires a lot of work that I don't wanna do. And ain't nobody from NASA over here trying to tell me different. I assure you. So,
and
there's
like
that.
you said that like anything we want to do we can, which is 1,000% true. Anything I've like put my mind to I've accomplished and I've come out on the other side. Thinking back to the people and relationships where I have looked
Mhm.
at people's potential, look at all the wasted energy I put into these people when I could have been putting it into myself.
So much. There's so much for myself.
Yeah, for me, like, it's like, fuck. Like, at the same time, it's made me who I am. It's put me where I am in life right now to be able to do this podcast and like
Right.
spread our gospel.
Right. It's that fine line of, like, recognizing past faults and things, but not having any regrets about it
Yeah.
because it made us who we are. I just reflect and go, "Okay, knowledge for the future," and then
Yes.
that's how we keep growing, at least for myself.
Yes. It's a little frustrating. I get frustrated with myself because it's like, man, I could have put that energy back into myself to build a business or do whatever. Probably not an
Right.
astronaut, but you know, that's what your goal is in life. Do it. And recognizing that pouring into people who are not pouring into you, don't put any action behind their words, like it's just
Right.
wasted energy that you could be putting into yourself to make yourself greater and better and be more inspirational to the people who do want to put action behind their words and use like have you be their guiding light versus someone who wants to drag you down and
Suck your soul.
suck your soul out of your body and just complain about it the whole time.
And, I did find I know we're running long on our podcast today, but y'all will be fine. Um, I found that, because this can be a little bit of a difficult mind shift or mindset shift, watching who you follow and what you read on social media, I think it's actually true. Like, I've heard that for years, and I'm like, "It's no big deal. I'm not, like, really reading that much. I'm not really interacting that much," but it really does make a difference. Like, I went through a few years ago and really cleaned up a lot of things, unfollowed a lot of people, unfriended a lot of people, and brought in new inspiration, and I noticed a lot of it were people that didn't have the easy road, and they made sure it was not made sure that it was known that they didn't have the easy road, not like in a "woe is me" type of way, but they didn't make it look like they were some overnight success, and the one that keeps coming to mind is the space gal, and she's just this short, little, cute thing, and she's an astronaut, but I love it because she's very transparent about, like, she tried for years to have this show to teach kids about space and stuff, and, like, she's just very open about how long it took her to get there, but she kept trying, and just like all these other little things, those are the people that are inspiring because they show that they were trying and they kept at it and they finally reached their dreams. So it's like twofold. It doesn't give me that false hope of like, "Oh, I'm gonna be some overnight success. Like that just does not happen. Only in movies. Okay. People are not overnight successes unless you happen to win the lottery. That's the only way.
Even then, some of those people like piss all that away and turn into homeless beggars.
Right. So, and then it's just seeing somebody more along the same journey. And it can be inspiring because then you're looking forward to the things that you're working on and you feel inspired versus you're not focusing so much on these other people who want your help.
Yes, that is 100% true. And I totally agree with that. I unfollowed some account the other day where it was just complaining and, not helpful in the least. And I want to be like, I think I've said this before, like I really wanted to do this podcast to kind of pour that energy into this versus,
Yeah.
"Man, I like boring you."
Just need more coffee.
It's okay. Uh,
Smooth sailing.
well, use this podcast to pour into the masses of inspiring people versus the people who I've had in my life and have had to cut out because they just were not
Yeah.
cutting the mustard. They just wanted to
Yeah.
complain about everything and
I think our biggest inspiration, yeah, I can't even talk, inspiration for wanting, at least this is mine, biggest inspiration for the want or desire to help people who have great potential is our Father,
yeah,
which could most definitely be a whole other episode. But I was just sitting here thinking, like, where did that come from? And I think it's our Father. We knew he could be great and, not drink, and he could have this wonderful life and have, money and things, and we wouldn't have to live in some of the places that we live. And we knew, or at least I did from a young age, that potential that he had, and he just didn't take it.
yeah, yeah. That is definitely like a whole other podcast episode about children of addicts and like seeing potential in other people and I guess, trying to fix them.
Yeah. Just call me Bob the Builder.
You cannot fix them. No. Yeah. I yeah, definitely see that. It all ties together. Like all of it just noodles together and,
Yes.
you know, that's why we're doing this to unravel some of that in yourself. Maybe you'll hear something that makes you go, "Huh, never thought about it that way." Or you start, being more self-aware because it is very hard. It's hard to hear the truth. It's hard work to work on yourself.
As Lizzo says, truth hurts.
The truth does hurt.
Oh, we should mention our little PDF ebook, Stop Settling for Almost, which is available at shereclaims.com. And we will post the link in the show notes for you
Yep.
to go download. It is free at this time. Stop Settling for Almost.
Yep.
The love Amy wrote and designed that if she wants to talk a little snippet about it.
So, yeah.
Basically, it's what we just talked about in our podcast.
Basically, what we just talked about in our podcast, let you know that you are not Bob the Builder. You cannot fix these people, men or friendships, relationships or friendships is how I should word it. Um, and really just looking at people for where they are in life. Also recognizing like in yourself what attracts you to those people and working on that, because I feel like a lot of women can identify, which is really sad. So yeah, go check it out.
Alrighty. Well, I think we should wrap up this episode of Emotionally Evicted, and we will, like I said, I'll drop that, or I'll make sure that in the show notes is the link to Stop Settling for Almost, our PDF ebook resource that's available for free. And join us next time on Emotionally Evicted. Thank
Bye, guys.
you.
You've been listening to Emotionally Evicted. Thank you for being here. For more resources, stories, and ways to reclaim your life, head over to shereclaims.com and check out other episodes on emotionallyevicted.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts.